I just got home from working my first 10-day hitch. All right. So, first of all, the very first maybe month that I was in the fire service and I was working one on, two off. So I was working a 24/48. I said, why don't we just work all of our shifts in a row? Well, 29 years later, here I am. And I just completed my first 10-day hitch. Woo! And I just came home to my dogs, my barn kitten that is now an inside kitten, three lambs, five chickens, a duck, and a turkey, and the dogs. And then I thought, why not go get 18 more chickens? So meet my new chickens. They're baby chicks all in here. Hi guys. Hello friends. Hi. Do I think I know what any of them are? No. Come on, kitty. Come on, Gray Kitty. I gotta get Gray Kitty out because she's gonna get the chickens. I don't know what they are, but I am very excited because you know how it is out here on the land. It's really hard sometimes to keep things alive. And I mean, here's Gray Kitty. Hi, Gray Kitty. So Gray Kitty's the last cat. And it's just been challenging. I don't know what happened to Black Kitty. I think she just kind of moved on. But Gray Kitty had two separate litters of 4 gray cats each. 4 of them went to new homes and 4 of them didn't survive. And I'm almost wondering if that's because I think she got pregnant by her sister's male boy. Male offspring. And so I'm wondering if that's why the kittens didn't survive. But anyway, I just went around. The chickens look great. My plants look amazing. The new chickens are going to be awesome. My house I'm just so excited because now I have 20 days off. So I worked 10. I feel great. I love the place that I'm working. I loved the place that I was working before, but I was looking for a different schedule because our schedule changed. And it was like 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 4 off, 2 on, and I work a lot of overtime. And so I was just not able to get the time off that I needed to do the things that I want, which is going to be really exciting news that I share with you guys once I get it developed. But it comes with developing a clinic. So I can't wait to share it with you. I am constantly been working on it, working on building what that would look like. And not only that, but there's going to be I don't know that I would call it an outreach. More like an inreach, but not no, it's just going to be awesome. And so when it happens, this schedule will allow me 20 days off in a row, will allow me to do exactly what I need to do without taking any time off work. And that is what I was looking for. So I had a really beautiful plaque that Guardian Air made me. And I was working in Flagstaff for Guardian Air. Well, I was working in Kingman, but the company is at a Flagstaff Medical Center. And I'm now working for Guardian Flight out of Gallup, New Mexico. So I've got, I work 10 days in a row, 20 days off. And those 20 days are going to give me a tremendous amount of time to finish my house and to just really be intentional with my land and with my animals. And I have a woman who is coming to live on my property. She'll be here in a week. So she's from Oregon and she lives in a camper van. She's been living there for 6 years now. And so I cut a pad in for her and made it around these really beautiful pine trees. And so I am going to be going this week to buy some wood. We're going to build her a deck and an enclosed outdoor shower and bathhouse and everything. So it'll be really cool when it's all done. And that will provide a space that once she's going to stay the winter with me. And so, and her primary role will be staying the winter and taking after the animals while I'm gone so that I don't have to depend on my neighbors as much, my neighbor as much. And then of course I have another neighbor that comes, every couple weekends, and he will come in and check on things. And I think everybody loves the petting zoo that is being developed. But I'm just so blessed. I did not know how 10 days in a row at work was going to treat me. And there was a little bit of me that was not certain that I was going to like being on a fixed wing, which is an airplane versus a helicopter, for 10 full days. I love it. I love it. Number one, I worked with really some of the most awesome people, and their attitude and their like ability, like I had a really critical patient last night, and he had a head bleed, and we like managed a really really critical patient. We made some choices in the ER to intubate him before transporting him, and the doc in the ER was like, I got a resident, she can do it. I was like, well, I mean, or there's me. But actually I think that if I had gotten the intubation, I would have given it to my partner, because he's never he doesn't have the experience in doing like live intubations like that as much, because he's a nurse and he hasn't had the ability to do that very often. And I've been doing this line of work for a really long time. So it would have been really cool to like support him and like just really, but I mean, we got to support the resident, and you could tell she probably really appreciated the innovation. I don't know why they didn't do it before we got there, but it needed to be done. And so, we just worked really well as a team together. And I think that I learned more about working with people in 10 days. Like you're with each other 24/7 for 10 days. So 24/10. And I really like these people. I really like the company. I really like, everybody was just like everybody was awesome. The training's good. And I'm loving it. So I was a little nervous because I loved working for Guardian Air. So this change was something that I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, but I'm so happy with the change. So now I get to be here on my land for 20 days. Do you know what I'm going to be able to do with my house in 20 days in my land? Now, I did let the dogs out because I did electrify their fence, and they got zapped a few times, but now they know, and they stayed 10 days in their enclosure, and I'm so proud of them. And I was like, I got home, I went over to the door, I tried to open their door, but they were like leaning against it, like jumping up on it. And I opened their door, and they ran, and they like hugged me and like jumped around and played with me. And then, of course, gone. They'll be back tonight, I guess. Who knows? But anyway, they need to run. I'm sure they're like, I need to run. All right. So this has been like 8.5 minutes. I just wanted to say hi. It's been a long time since I've done a video, but like all the animals are alive and my plants are thriving, and I'm going to be having a beautiful guest come and live here for the winter. And so I'm just like, things are going really well. And I just wanted to give an update because I have a lot of people messaging me going, can you give us an update on your land and like the house build and the animals? And oh, Kitty wants to say hi. Hi, great Kitty. Say hi, friends. Yeah, so everything's going well. And I came home to an egg. We're down to like one a day now, unless my neighbor came and took the rest of them and just left me one, which might be the case. But now I've got like 18 new chickens. So hopefully all of them are female. And, like, cause I got 5 or 6 chickens left when I started with 19. But, I got an eagle that's been flying around, and some other animals, and, the dogs occasionally have gotten a chicken. So I'm down to like 5, and I'm only getting a couple, maybe 1 or 2 eggs a day. So I'm wondering if they're just a couple roosters. I do have another rooster. I'll have at least 2 roosters. And then the turkey, and only I'm down to one duck. But it's really cool. I'm loving it. And I'm just like every day. It's like, when you're a young parent, you're always like, when you're away from your kids, you're always like thinking about them. That's how I am with my animals. Every day I'm like, oh, I wonder how this was. So I have like cameras on them and I check in on them all the time, and I just love it. But I'm glad to be home. So, all right, have a great day. There's the update. Okay, Kitty, do you want to say bye? Say bye. Say bye. Oh my goodness, she's happy I'm home. Say bye. 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 Say bye.